Hello. Today on Anime's Guilty, I bring you an animated work that has earned its place among the classics of science fiction from the 90s. IRIA, ZEIRAM the Animation. Combining a courageous heroine, a terrifying monster, and an immersive futuristic setting, this 6-episode anime offers an intense and visually striking experience. Let's explore the details of this universe together, and discover what makes this work a true gem of the genre. IRIA, ZEIRAM the Animation was released in 1994, and is based on the 1991 Japanese live-action film ZEIRAM, directed by Keita Amemiya. This OVA was developed by Ashi Productions, and brought a new level of action and suspense to the world of sci-fi anime. The story is a prequel to the film, meaning it delves deep into the protagonist's past, explaining the events that led to the final confrontation with ZEIRAM, the terrifying monster of the title. Creator and director Keita Amemiya is known for his visually distinctive work, with a heavy use of bizarre creatures and a detailed art style that blends science fiction, horror, and fantasy. This series is a perfect example of his unique aesthetic. The soundtrack for IRIA, ZEIRAM the Animation, was composed by Yoichiro Yoshikawa, who brought a unique blend of electronic music, synthesizers, and rock to create the ideal atmosphere for this sci-fi action story. The soundtrack perfectly captures the futuristic and dark mood of the series, using electronic sounds to enhance the technological environment and suspense present in the combat scenes and tension. A notable feature of the soundtrack is the inclusion of rock elements, which are especially prominent during the most intense action scenes. These dynamic rock tracks complement IRIA's battles against ZEIRAM, giving an even more energetic and engaging tone to the fight sequences. Throughout the series, these musical moments help reinforce the protagonist's determination, creating a more impactful experience for the audience. The protagonist, IRIA, is a young and fearless bounty hunter. From the beginning of the series, we are introduced to her strong personality, skill in combat, and her desire to follow in the footsteps of her older brother, Gren, an experienced bounty hunter who is her mentor. IRIA, with her iconic design and combat armor, was designed by Masakazu Katsura, and embodies the spirit of a true action heroine. She is intelligent, determined, and her development throughout the series is a central focus of the narrative. As she embarks on increasingly dangerous missions, we see her confront not only physical enemies, but also moral dilemmas and past traumas. Gren, in turn, is a crucial figure in IRIA's life. He represents the protector and role model for his sister, but his relationship with ZEIRAM and his disappearance trigger the journey of revenge and survival that drives IRIA to become a warrior. Kei, a young and determined boy whom IRIA encounters during her journey. Despite his age, Kei displays admirable courage and quickly becomes an important ally. He represents the innocence lost in a world corrupted by violence and fear. IRIA's relationship with Kei grows throughout the series, as she becomes a protective figure to him, much like her brother Gren was to her. Other important characters include Fujikuro, a skilled thief who becomes IRIA's ally, and Bob, a technology expert and ally, who often supports IRIA with intelligence and crucial information during her missions. At the heart of the plot is the fearsome ZEIRAM, a virtually indestructible extraterrestrial creature. At the beginning of the series, IRIA, Gren, and Bob, who work for Gombak Security Investigations, a bounty hunting agency, are sent on a mission to investigate the disappearance of a transport ship called Karma. However, they soon discover that the ship was carrying the terrifying ZEIRAM, an extremely dangerous and uncontrollable biological weapon. ZEIRAM, who apparently escaped from the cargo hold during transport, and began to massacre the crew, taking over the ship. After the confrontation with the creature, Bob is seriously injured by ZEIRAM while evacuating the survivors, but manages to escape the ship with the help of his partners who manage to scare the creature away for a while. IRIA and Gren remain on the ship, and about to leave the place, they again encounter ZEIRAM. IRIA leaves the ship at the request of her brother Gren, who stays while trying to kill ZEIRAM by destroying the Karma ship. ZEIRAM is the type of monster that instills terror due to its unique design and superhuman abilities. Not only is it incredibly strong and resistant to any form of damage, it is also capable of regenerating parts of its body, and even infecting other beings to create copies of itself. ZEIRAM needs to assimilate other life forms to sustain itself, By doing so, it is believed that it can learn everything that is known by the organism it is assimilating. It is the main antagonist of the series, and the greatest challenge that IRIA must overcome. As the series progresses, IRIA discovers the dark truth behind ZEIRAM's creation, and how he becomes connected to a greedy corporation, Tedantipodi, who are willing to use the creature as a weapon. What seemed like a simple rescue mission turns into a fight for survival against an enemy that defies all logic or morality. The narrative of IRIA, ZEIRAM the animation, is as much about action and suspense as it is about the protagonist's emotional and psychological growth. As IRIA confronts ZEIRAM, she is forced to deal with the loss of her brother, the betrayal of those she trusted, and the horrors that humanity can create in the pursuit of power. Each episode brings us closer to IRIA as she grapples with moral dilemmas and grows as a character. From a young woman who idolizes her brother and follows in his footsteps, she transforms into a ruthless warrior, driven not only by revenge, but by the desire to protect the innocent from forces she barely understands. IRIA's relationships with her allies, such as Fujikuro, Bob, and of course Kei, also evolve. Initially reluctant to trust others, she learns to work as a team while maintaining her fierce independence. Kei, in particular, represents an important emotional bond, and IRIA's determination to protect him is one of the most human aspects of her journey. IRIA, ZEIRAM the animation, explores a number of profound themes that resonate with audiences to this day. IRIA's fight against ZEIRAM is, in many ways, an allegory for humanity's struggle against its own creations. The creature represents the danger of unbridled technological advancement, and what can happen when the power of creation outweighs ethical control. Furthermore, the anime touches on themes such as loss, revenge, and responsibility. Throughout her journey, IRIA must confront her own emotions and deal with the impact of death and betrayal on her life. This makes her a multifaceted character, and someone with whom the audience can easily relate. The anime became a cult classic that is still remembered by fans around the world. If you are a fan of science fiction, intense action and exciting stories and are curious, this is a work that cannot be missed. And for those who already know it, how about reliving this incredible adventure, and following IRIA in her fight against the most deadly creature that has ever existed? Get ready for an electrifying experience. If you liked the video, subscribe, like and comment if you already knew IRIA, ZEIRAM the animation. Thanks for watching and see you next time.